Connect on Twitter at Ashraf Garda.
So Giuliani takes over at 11 o'clock. She'll talk to Sheikh Rafiq Hassan about the month of Quran, which is very important. She'll chat to Cheryl Rami about understanding and coping with guilt and shame. And then Anisa Mazimpaka will talk about her Ramadan experience, which I think you would find very, very inspiring. What is also inspiring is Ashraf Gangrekar, and he's got this responsibility of getting us all fired up for 5 minutes as we wrap up the show. Ashraf, good chatting to you as always.
Yeah,
Thanks for your time. Salaam alaikum.
Islam, good, great. Salams, Ashraf. Good to speak to you again. And today, quite honestly, I'm not going to get you too fired up with anything. I thought, quite honestly, wrapping up the show, let's be calm. And so today, I'm only going to speak about AMA stuff, right? African Muslims Agency. So we,
Okay.
fortunate to have this particular slot. And so, Ashraf, quite honestly, the last 10 days, and I'm sure everybody else on your show has been, increase the efforts, etc., and batten down the hatches, tighten the belts. The best of the last nights, and obviously all of that is true. I want to come along today and say to you, well, quite honestly, African Muslims Agency has followed suit as an organization as well. So throughout the month, there is this constant appeal. But in this last 10 days, Ashraf, I'm excited to announce that we've in fact reaching out to 7 more African countries. In fact, countries that we haven't served or serviced or have a footprint in at all. And those 7 are Morocco, Guinea-Bissau, Chad, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Benin, and Burkina Faso. So we're going to be in those countries distributing of the food parcels as well. And so for us, these are new frontiers, yeah.
Well, they're
New
all West.
borders
I mean,
that are opening.
they're all West Africa, right? I see that West and North Africa. What's the rationale
Absolutely.
behind it? Why
I
why
think
them now?
Yeah, sure. One is quite honestly the sense of need, but perhaps more importantly, from a strategic point of view, Ashraf, is the understanding that before we go into any country, there needs to be a strategic partnership with people on the ground. I think one of these, very, very important things for AMA, we're not going to send people from South Africa to go all the way to Benin or to Chad or anything of that sort, unless we have people on the ground that we trust and work with in the benefit of the community. So we've been able to establish these relationships. Not say belatedly, it's taken us a while to get to the point where we are. So we're obviously hoping to expand this as we go along. But for now, we've been able to secure and bed down these trust relationships, as it were, that we can now move of our belongings and our supplies into those countries. So it's, for us personally, a matter of great joy, but for the benefit of the persons of those countries, I think that's a big deal for us. And so for us, in terms of, the last 10 days at AMA, we, as an organization, increasing our efforts to serve to an even better extent that we have been. And then just two last things quickly. I want to mention what happened in Malawi. We got a notice via our teams in Malawi that there was in fact a group of families who had received no relief from anybody with regards to, after Cyclone Freddy. We never say we're the first, we're the best. It doesn't work like that. Everybody is doing the bit and doing great work. But we were able to then, secure and hire a boat. And it really is, it boggles the mind. And had to get 2 canoes, etc. And then reach 40 families to then serve them with bare essentials of things like housing, by somebody giving them insulated tents, and then food, as it were. So in very intensive time, but also in time, and I want to say, to wrap up with this, new boundaries with regards to these 7 countries. As far afield as Morocco, but it's also, I want to take that and make it indicative of all our lives, that for these last 10 days, let's go and explore new boundaries for ourselves, so that if you've been doing great work the entire Ramadan, all your life, push yourself even further. And it's amazing the doors that would open for you. Never, ever give up, because this is what all that I'm asking you to remember. You need to keep moving. Even if you are sitting on the right track, you need to keep moving. Otherwise, you're going to be run over.
Well, it's a wonderful challenge, explore those new frontiers and see what happens, and then push those boundaries of those frontiers further back as you explore more and more and more. Inspired indeed. Ashraf Gangrekar is appreciated. Looking forward to seeing the work that comes out of the impact on predominantly West Africa,
Absolutely.
with a
We'll
touch of
share it.
Northwest Africa, as in Morocco. Appreciate your time. Ashraf speaking on behalf of the Africa Muslims Agency. Okay, that's the show. That means we've got 7 shows to go. of the Ashraf Garda show for the month of Ramadan. But we know we have got 10 days of Ramadan now, starting with today, and then tonight is the first day of itikaf for people in South Africa, and it's a big deal. It's a heightened awareness of the fact that, well, Ramadan is slipping away, isn't it? So, like, the question is, what are you going to do about it? Think about that. I'll be back tomorrow, 8 to 10 a.m. Assalamu alaikum.